Hi, I'm Leslie Jordan, and I'm so honored to be here tonight. I'm one of the honorees.
Hi, my name is Amy Armstrong.
Hi, everybody. I'm Alec. I'm Alexandra Winters.
Hi, I'm Doug Sanborn. I'm brand manager with Miller Coors.
Hi, I'm Goddess Dwayne.
My name is Bobby Harris. I'm with Trinity Photography.
Hi, I'm David Westman.
My name is Nina Montaldo, Empress 24, Denver, Colorado.
Okay, hey, I'm Sydney Andrews.
My name is Jennifer Kustock, and I'm the owner of Hamburger Mary's in Uptown, Denver.
My name is Alan Haskett. I'm Emperor 36 of the Imperial Court of the Rocky Mountain Empire.
My name is Anthony Aragon.
I'm Dane Conrad.
I'm John Ehlers.
I am Lamar Cooper. I'm Emperor 32 of the Imperial Court of the Rocky Mountain Empire.
Hello, I'm Yusa Prophylactic at the Denver Cycle Slots. I'm retired now.
I'm Josh Coyne.
I'm Jeremy Johnson. Wow. I don't know if I can answer that.
What would I say to Matthew? What would I say to Matthew? I don't, that's a really deep question. I have absolutely no response to it.
Wow, that is a really thought-provocative question. Wow.
If Matthew were here tonight, we wouldn't be having this dinner. So I would just hug him and say, you have no idea how you changed the world.
I don't know. It's nice to meet you, Matthew. You're doing a good job at the foundation. But if he was here, we would be having this foundation and raising money. So I would just say, I'd just like to meet you. Nice to meet you.
Well, I would say you go girl, because it's very important that an individual can take him or herself, their legacy, and take it on into the future and move forward and make all of our organizations, our country, our world move forward. Fabulous. Fabulous.
If he was here today, not that I would ask him a question, but I would hope that we would have the same organization of some sort at this degree, being that he would be alive. It really hit home with his death. We would be the same age if he was here, and it's just something that, whether you're straight or gay, was a milestone.
Thank you very much, because without him, I don't think we would have as many things going for us as gay people right now. And I think, unfortunately, sometimes bad things have to happen in order for good to happen. And his mother, God bless her soul, because if it weren't for her, I think we'd still be in the dark ages, much like a lot of things in life.
I'd say you don't realize the impact you had, unfortunately, because of the tragedy, but you've made this an event that is not only fun, but also very inspiring for a lot of people. This is my first time performing it this year, and I hope you would see me and laugh at my jokes.
Thank you for being human. Thank you for being who you are, full of all of your imperfections, and yet at the same time somehow being perfect. And by the way, you have the best parents in the world.
I would love to say thank you for everything that he's inspired people in our community to do, and to kind of being a figurehead for people like myself, for John, and for our child. We adopted a little boy from China. So giving a figurehead to kind of be an inspiration for raising hate in the world.
Matthew, if we're here tonight, I would say to Matthew, look what everything your mom and the community has done for you, to recognize the fact that you're homosexual and everybody else is too, and so that's what I would say.
I would say, just way to keep it real. From the stories that I've read, he just seemed like a very genuine person, very real and very comfortable with who he was, which for somebody his age is very rare, and just an inspiration, really, truly was.
If I could thank him for enabling so many people to stand up and say what
isn't right about the world that we live in, that he gives courage and gives voice to people, and I think it's events like these that allow people to stand up and say, no, it's not okay for you to say something hateful or hurtful or rude or intolerant. And I would thank him for giving people that voice.
It's amazing what one life can mean and how much one life can change the world.
It's been a struggle the past 11 years that you haven't been with us. Your mom and dad and brother continue to fight every single day for every single one of us, and just miss you and thank you for allowing your parents to be a part of our lives.
How did you grow up in such a small town, being a young gay person? I grew up in Dillon, Montana. What did you do? And how did you live to the age that you were? Thankfully I got out, but how did you do it?
You know what? I would tell Matthew, I think about this a lot because I think of myself, you know, Laramie, Chattanooga, Tennessee. I thought I was the only homosexual on the face of this earth. I really thought, I knew they were out there, you know, I knew there were other queers out there. Of course, I'm a lot older than Matthew, so it was getting a little bit better, but I would tell him, you have got to somehow find other homosexuals, which is much easier today. You have Matthew's place, where you could go on the internet, you could pick up the phone, you could call. I think that had I been able to just speak to another queer, that would have been so huge, 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 huge. And that's what I would tell the Matthew Shepards that are in the Laramies. And you know, they're still out there. They are still out there.
First off, it's heart-wrenching what we went through for your death and all of that, but what we've gotten through and everything that we've done to grow on all the experiences and what we can move on to be is amazing. So for that, we're going to erase hate permanently. We're going to continue to struggle and strive the hardest that we can to make people understand that it's not acceptable to have the hate crimes that go on in our universe.
And if he were here tonight, he would have changed the world in so many different ways that we can't even imagine. And that's what's so sad and yet wonderful about Matthew Shepard.
Well, I mean, if Matthew were here, then none of us would be here. You know, that's the unfortunate, bittersweet thing, is that this huge movement and organization was founded on a tragedy, but now there's meaning to it. So, you know, unfortunately Matthew can't be here today, but in his memory I would like to say to him, you know, I'm sorry that this event had to be founded on your tragedy, but we're all finding meaning in it today.
Well, the answer's kind of real in that I believe Matthew is here. And I say to him, thanks for sharing his mom, because I know how special my mom is to me, and the work that his mom and his family and his extended family has done because of her is phenomenal. So with him here, I say thank you.